I'll say about the flag that it was a real wonderful inspiration point that Pedro offered to us, and that flag, if you notice, has both an eye and a hand as part, and he can speak more about his design, but the eye has been really instrumental for us as we all sort of process together how we might plan these 2 days, as we thought about, are there different ways to see into various problems and situations? Do we need to always call them problems? What is our perspective? How can we get in? And then the hand is really resonant actually with a dance that Urban Bushwomen has called Give Your Hands to Struggle. We'll talk a little bit more about that piece later, but that idea of what's our power, what's in it, how can we connect? The hand is it can be healing, it can be a stop force, it can be a point of connection. So again, lots of entry points in. If you give the dissertation version, then we won't get to the 3 other booths perhaps that are scheduled, or the 3 other activities. So we just ask that you honor the flow of the day. We'll be flexible, but if you can also honor the trajectory that's been outlined and really be cognizant of time frames, it would be helpful. Have fun, bring your mirthful spirit, bring your most expansive imagination, not that idea of, am I the expert or am I not the expert? If you can agree to that, can you just put 2 hands in the air?
And if we can be more space. We talk about giving like that authentic gaze, just giving like kind of like a high five with your eyes and seeing who's here. Read the name tag. Oh, where are you from? Nice.
But we offer that we each have a first home, which is the body. Yeah, so may we stand really firmly planted with 2 feet in the ground, hands by our side in a ready place. Taking another deep breath in. Let's vocalize the exhale next. Y'all got to the Queen's Museum. You might live right next to it, or you might have taken a boat, a train, a plane, an automobile, and it was a wonderful trip. Let's let that trip go. We're here now. Vocalized exhale. One more, opening all those resonators. Deep breath in. Can you just make a little rumble in the floor? People often talk about movements happening from the ground up. Well, let's try it. You get extra points for more noise. Can that change into a tactile palm in the air? I only have 1 hand, you've got 2. You can let the feet go and just go into the hands. Perfect. Nice, nice. Allowing that to fall out and just taking the chin towards the chest and rotating the head all around. So many of us are at computers so much that sometimes our face gets locked into one position. Our vision is only sort of 12 inches in front of us. You might notice this beautiful skylight. Again, we're thinking about imagination. How can we be expansive problem solvers? Sometimes literally changing perspective. Seeing something new is part of that. How much newness can you see as you rotate your head on its neck? And what about offering the shoulders into that circularity? Small circle, big circle. Each person will make his or her own choice. Letting that circle go. What about the hip area?
Your hips.
They are your hips. Many folks say that each part of the body has a certain resonance. And if that's true, this one is about creativity. So we'll need it today. Yeah? And the other way. Finally, this will just be a test of core strength and balance. You might want to reach to hold on to something or someone, or you might just decide to do it on your own. Just pick one foot up off the floor. What does it feel like to sometimes not be on a clear and strong foundation? How do you respond when that's the case? We'll just switch. Has there ever been a time you've been on shaky ground? And let's put it down. One final deep breath in before we enjoy the mirth and all of the delights that have been prepared for us by Pedro. Here we go.
If we can just finish as we started, just touch that 1 hand up. That same self hand, that same self hand. Extend it all the way up. go back and gather up all that juiciness we just created and throw it back out into the space. Once more, pull it all in and throw it out into the space. Beautiful. And let me float down.
What we are trying to do in this workshop is also to have that kind of shock value, but instead of going far below our expectations, we're going to be extremely optimist. We're going to try to be so optimist, so ridiculously optimist, that we're going to think in the most utopian, ambitious way, yet trying to think on plausible scenarios.